Y'all, Wizard101 just made a new announcement and everyone is pumped. If you don't follow Wizard101's Twitter, you probably don't know about this, but today they announced yet another new plushie. But this time, it is absolutely epic. It is a Jumbo Bartleby plushie, and honestly, I don't even think I made a video on like any of the plushies since I think the Gamma one, which I believe was the first one. So today I wanted to talk about that whole situation and also talk about what makes this one so special. First off, for what I believe is the first time ever, they're not only just announcing a release of a plushie on Twitter, but they're also giving them away. So if you look at their tweet, you can actually win one of two of these by following Wizard101 and Makeshift being the company that like produces these, and you just have to retweet their tweet and I guess you're automatically entered. I assume they're gonna DM you like, you know, information on how to get this thing for free. That is extremely phenomenal marketing, and I just have to say that I feel like they've done an insanely good job with a lot of these plushies. Again, I kind of wish I'd covered this more, but I just wasn't in that mode over the summer. But over the summer during Pride Month, they also released a rainbow pickle, and 50% of the proceeds from that actually went to a charity in honor of Pride Month. They also did something very, very similar even earlier with the Grandmother Raven plushie. I don't know if y'all know about this, but when the voice actor, very unfortunately for Grandmother Raven, she passed away, Del Aldrich, they made a Grandmother Raven plushie and donated 50% of the proceeds to a local charity called Zach Theater. And they even put out a blog post talking about the personal connection that the voice actor had with this theater. So basically they're using a lot of these plushies to support important causes, to honor extremely relevant and important people. And I think when I first saw this Gamma plushie, my first intuition was, oh, this is just, you know, a good money-making idea. You know, they can make some good guap off of this. But what is totally impressed me, and I don't know if y'all agree, maybe you could be like, yo, what are you talking about? They're still making money. But what's totally impressed me is how much they're using these things as an engine for actually hyping up the community, promoting good causes, and they're being experimental with it. They're involving both Wiz and Pirate101 with these plushies. They're going beyond plushies to vinyl figures every now and then. This engine is moving, and I think whoever's in charge of this, you deserve a lot of credit. This is like actually incredible stuff, and I hope that Wiz gets a lot more good credit for stuff like this. And I'm gonna be honest, here's been my actual like not issue, but like here's the reason why I actually have not been buying all of them. When the Gamma plushie first came out, I actually tried to buy it. My card ran into an issue, but then I stopped trying to buy them. And that's mainly because the original ones that they released were 16 centimeters, which I don't know if y'all own, not to flex, you know, if you have an XR, this is like 15 centimeters. So like a centimeter bigger than this, that's like not really that big. That's like almost like keychain territory. But the Jumbo plushies are actually much bigger. They're 24 centimeters. That's like a lot better. That's like the size of my pretty normal size face. I think I have a normal size face. Some people say a little bigger, I don't know, but it's about this, it's pretty decent. And I think this is super intentional. They actually released the Gobbler plushie, which was a Jumbo plushie, in the same, like, you know, drop as a regular size plushie with the Diego the Duel Master plushie. And if you go on the website, the Gobbler one, even though it cost more, actually sold better. That's an extremely good sign, and if y'all prefer plushies that are bigger versus small, I know there are some people that really do care about this, then you should support this one too, especially because this one looks goated. It's Bartleby. It's like literally the best idea they could have ever had. Honestly, I thought the logistics of making a literal tree into a plushie would be hard, but it looks gorgeous. It literally looks, I think it's the best one they made so far. And I think beyond just, you know, supporting good causes and also, you know, like giving away to the community so that, you know, we can all be hype, I think what they're really going for with these plushies is when these start finding their way into like our houses, maybe our apartments, maybe, you know, a display case here or there. It's a really nice conversation starter, right? If you have anyone visiting you or anyone happens to see it, they'll ask where it's from or why you have it. And I feel like small little things like this, I know it seems like word of mouth, especially these days in the age of the internet, is like lost, but I think it's exactly small little things like that that actually really breathe life into communities like Wizard101. I was a little scared that the hype would die out on these. In fact, if you go to the Makeshift site, it honestly somewhat looks like that. Obviously, they super overfunded the Gamma, you know, like campaign, I guess, and it seems to have had a modest drop down since then. But the fact that they have these goals that they're setting so that they could actually sell these with the site that's selling them Makeshift and overselling every single time by a large margin, that consistency is crazy. There hasn't been a drop-off that's meaningful enough for them to stop doing this. And not only is it a good revenue stream, it is good marketing. And I think with something as honestly relatively small as just giving away one or two of these for a bunch of retweets, it's extremely intelligent, right? Right now, at the time I made this video, they tweeted out that they were releasing this about 4 hours ago, this tweet already has 700 likes and tons more retweets than a normal tweet that they have, because that's one of the things you have to do to get one of these for free. That's on pace to beat all of their Wallaroo teasers, which I think is kind of nuts, because Wallaroo probably has more hype behind it than I want to say any other update that I've seen recently, even including Novus. You guys might have noticed a theme whenever I cover these things. I've been talking about how Wizard101 does seem to be modernizing their approach a little bit. Like, you know, they're using a lot of stuff in the playbook that they didn't do before. And I think it's things like this over and over again. They really, like, you know, they double down on the fact that Wiz is not that same game that you watch TV commercials for anymore. They're really, really moving a lot faster when it comes to all of these different ways they make money, all of the different ways they reach out to their community, all of the different ways they market and advertise. Like, I cannot overstate this. It's literally genius that how much free advertising they got for all of the plushies they're about to sell of this for the price of just one. They're giving away like 1 or 2, and the amount of new people that are going to be aware of this that weren't aware, like, I'm literally making this video because of that. Like, that's crazy. That is literally genius. It's really fun to see, and I don't know, for a game that I love this much to be doing all this, I don't know, man, it makes me so happy. All in all, if all you got out of this video is that you have a chance to win a free Bartleby, you should go for it. If you have a Twitter account, it's literally the easiest thing you could do. But also, I wanted to shine a spotlight on what they're doing with these, and it's a really, really good thing. And I hope they continue down paths like this with every initiative that they take, because honestly, nobody loses here. It's a voluntary purchase, fully cosmetic. You have a passionate community willing to support stuff like this. It's rare that Wiz takes so many W's in so many corners, and I had to talk about this because I saw this on my Twitter feed. I was geeking. I really wish that they would apply the type of like innovative thought and honestly just effort into making products even in game that, you know, you might want to buy so voluntarily just because it looks cool. I feel like the only equivalent we have for that in game is like the Scroll of Fortune. This comes with like really, really cool cosmetics, and I think, you know, a lot of people can appreciate the fact that it looks so much better than the rest of the game. But why isn't every purchase that we make with crowns on top of membership like that? I feel like that's a direction that they should really look at. Like, what's the type of thinking that's going into these plushies, and how can they apply it in every facet of the game? Because not only is it one of those like super uncontroversial things, it's actually achieved a lot of good, and I hope that it's also made Wiz a lot of money. I really do mean that. Let me know, are y'all gonna buy this? I actually think I will, and I know I said this about the camel plushie and it never made it here, but I will get the Bartleby. Yeah, y'all, let me know what you guys think of everything that they've done with the plushies, you know, some of the things that I mentioned, and also, like, what do you think they should make a plushie of next? Something as simple as a comment in this video could inspire them to sell you a plushie that you've always wanted. So drop a comment, let me know what you guys think. As always, drop a like if you enjoyed, leave a sub if you're new, and as always, if somebody hasn't told you you're awesome today, they doing something wrong. Stay awesome, y'all. See y'all soon, and yeah, y'all.